Next up, we have a nod mirror matchup here between ND KiwaTunGo versus Incia3000 on Green Acres. We've got ND spawning on the top as the gold nod, and on the bottom we've got Incia3000 as the blue nod. Both players looking to move towards the choke, Incia deploying, however ND moving a little bit further out, hoping to get control of these 3 tip fields no doubt, and similar from Incia, expecting to see crawling towards here, and here. Not sure you need to put a power plant back here. If this is one tile lower, you can just get the ref straight there. Meanwhile, ND is going with a power plant in the back, likely to get a ref here for this tip field. A power plant forward, or a racks forward. You can get a refinery here. What I would like to see is if you put a power plant here, you can get a ref right next to this field, right next to this field, and then later on go for the back one. There's no rush to get your backmost field first. In fact, if anything, you want further map control, so the better further out you go, the better. But here we have Incia going out with a lot of flamers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 1 grand worth of flamers in the field. Whereas ND only has 1, 2, 3, 4, like 400, possibly 500 with that kill worth of minigunners in the field. We're seeing 2 rafts here from Incia. Seeing 2 rafts here from ND, and he's actually gone into an Apache. Apache in the nod mirror matchup, very few players opt to use this. It can be very effective, especially early on if paired with flamers for some early aggression play. So we'll see what happens here. There's 3 ref from Incia down. 3 ref here from ND. This ref's a bit far away from my liking from the tip. But likely both players at this point will be going for a airstrip. And we'll see. Apache here going to chew up these flamers. 200 easy. 400 no, out of ammo, unlucky. Alright, who's going to get the strip first is the next question. And where are they going to position it? Incia could put it here and crawl towards the field. ND could put it here and again crawl towards the field, and we'll meet here. And it looks like ND got it first, but he's positioned it here to get a ref against this field. It's not a bad move. Meanwhile, Incia's put it here. So instead of opting to crawl up this way towards the tip, he's opted to put it here, which is a little bit awkward if he's trying to get a refinery in this position. Can't really position a nice ref here. He's also going to lose the power plant. He's not careful. Seeing a turret going down for ND, so he's taking full ownership of this tip field. So it's now going to be, what, 1, 2. He's got 3 rafts. He can get a 4th one here. Versus Incia, who's kind of stuck on 3 now. He's gone for 2 raf on this field. You can get 2 raf on this field. Should work out. Seeing a bike snuck through here, but he's not actually getting the Apache. Incia getting power over this way. Both players on about 16 kills each. It's very similar kill counts. This turret though is going to make a huge difference. ND having free reign of this tip field is definitely going to hurt Incia. But we're getting the turret down here. It's nice. This can help deal with the harvester. Incia going around for a sneak attack here. Looks like it's not going to pay off. I'm not sure what he's targeting. Just doing a bit of a run through. See what's going on. A waste of 5 buggies. I don't think he's killed a single thing in this attack. Complete waste. Meanwhile, he's got a couple of bikes down here. Managed to snipe the turret that was in the way. This is really good. He's kind of baited ND's army out in the way, I suppose, while he deals with what's up front here. Intentional or not, that's what's happened. He's gotten the forward power plant. Can you get a hand and nod up here? He's likely to lose this. Surprised ND isn't attacking into it more. Needs to get units in front of it. Failed. As soon as you see this, you know your opponent's expanding, so you want to get your unit blocking the expansion path. Okay, ND looks like he's going to be able to hold this. He's going to lose the turret again. ND's setting up like a wall at this point. Most of this tip is mined out, so it's not really a big deal owning this anymore. Almost got the Harv here. So close. Not quite. Still only on 3 ref though from ND. So Incia actually has more refs than Harvs at the moment, even though ND has the better map control. Alright, both players sitting back. They're chilling. ND is a significantly higher kill count at this point. All those dives that Incia opted for earlier on just were not worth it. Didn't achieve anything with them. This is nice, but it looks like he's going to get caught out. Incia opting to go for the Harv over here. No, he's going for the power. I wouldn't like to see him go for the Harv. But while he's doing that, ND is pushing him down the middle. We're seeing the fort ref is now finally up for ND. Incia's run out of the immediate tip fields here, so it's now long distance mining. It's going to hurt his eco quite a bit. Again, the top and bottom spawns in this map, not really fairly balanced. Top spawn is always going to have an advantage in terms of those tip fields. Taking advantage of the +1 turret range on CNC Remastered. Turrets from the bottom can shoot 1 extra tile further upwards, which is super frustrating when you have turret versus turret and you just can't target your opponent. Incia going to get a Harv snipe here, very nice. He's going to pull out. ND still 30 kills up on Incia at the moment. We're seeing 5 ref here from ND, which is a bit weird. It's not really set up to be a 5 ref field, although he lost 1 harvester, so it makes up for that. So it's more realistically 4. But he would have spent the extra 2k on that 5th ref, so his 3 count's going to be behind what it should be. We're seeing a second strip. Okay. 5 ref, 2 strip on this map. Pushing it. He'd want to sell this though and go all in like now if he's doing this. Because this eco is not going to be supported on that many refs. Bringing the Apache into the mix, do some extra damage to the turret. Not bad. Still has the Conyard. Both players still have their Conyards, but like if you're going 2 strip on 5 ref, you really probably don't want to sell this. You're losing a ref here, he's down to 3 ref. ND definitely looking more favorable in this position. Seeing a forward turret. Losing a couple of buggies here unnecessarily and pull back. Nice. It's going to be using the Apache against the infantry. This is good. What's Incia doing? He's still on 3 ref. Not a huge amount happening build wise for either player. I guess ND wants to keep his Conyard so he can pop down turrets where he needs to. He's going pretty heavy on the defense here. And he's in a much better economic situation as it currently stands, so the pressure here isn't on him to make a change, it's on Incia, who is going in for the harvesters now that all these units are out of position. And he's going to get one! The bikes in the mix there are doing a hell of a lot of extra damage. Got 2 of the harvesters, holy shit. That's a nice snipe from Incia. And these units completely out of position there. Great way of taking advantage of it. Gets the power plant snipe as well, very nice. And watch this harvester. So he's now on what? 1, 2, 3 harvesters versus 1, 2, 3 versus 2? 3 versus 3. So they're about 3 harvesters each at this point. So eco's about even. Although ND's got a much better static defense lineup here with all those turrets. Needs to be careful of this. Harvester. Just pull the harvester out. You don't need to engage this. Another turret going down. Pull back. seeing a bunch of units here from the Conyard cell that Incia's had, and he's going to get the second strip with the engineer. Very sneaky, and he's going to use all these infantry to take out the Conyard as well. Oh, this is infuriating for ND. He was in the winning position, but that engineer has totally screwed him. Engineer mixed in with the minigunner, just taking out the Conyard. Forget about it. That's real rough. Incia's gone heavy on the minigunners here. He's using the cash from his cells. He's basically sold all of his stuff at this point. He's really hanging on by a thread here, but yeah, the engineer was a nice sneak attack. Also goes to show how imbalanced that a unit is, that it can turn a game just like that. Turret cell. We'll lose the Hound and Odd. No more infantry. It's gonna be painful. ND at this point likely tilted from the engineer and the Conyard snipe. Not quite sure what to do. Has his harvesters long distance mining all the way over here now, so he needs to keep his buggies around it to reinforce it. Whereas Incia is happy to mine this out. It's not too far from his main base. He's focusing on his opponent's power, knowing that his opponent can only currently build from his airstrip. Could potentially get under Apache if he wants, but they're an expensive investment. I think they're at 1500. Incia floating his units, bringing it back. ND holding the line. What way is it gonna go? Incia trying to push in on the Harv. It's a good target, but he's not gonna get it. Pull back. A couple minigunners coming in here, hoping to do damage to the turret, but the buggies pull back in time to kill it. ND not wanting to sacrifice a single unit at this stage of the game. He's opting not to engage with the turret. The size of this army, it's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with 7 buggies and a bike. He could keep about 10 buggies around here, and the rest he should send over and park on this tip field. And that way he can deal with all these guys. Also needs to be careful of this harvester who's about to die. No! No! Rip. Well, shit. So now he's got 2 harvesters. This one's just static. So he's down to 1 harvester. It's pretty neck and neck. I mean, at this point, Incia is looking favored. He's got the 3 harvesters compared to the 2, or the, yeah, that one's starting to move again. So compared to the 2, ND is this tendency to keep moving all of his units out of position to deal with something, and it's costing him hugely this game. But that airstrip capture cell and the getting the Conyard was huge for Incia. Oh my god, he's gonna get this! Oh, very close. Incia now applying pressure in here. And we pull back. It's coming down to the wire. ND is killing it though. Like, in terms of the unit kill count, ND with 250 compared to Incia's 170. Like, by all accounts, he's played better this game, but like, that play just totally fucked him. And Incia's getting the right snipes on the harvesters, so ND just needs to improve his unit positioning and have better awareness when it comes to those sneaky engineer plays. Yeah, this is problematic at this point in the game because ND only has 1 harvester left. And like sitting back, every second he's sitting back, Incia is going to get even more of a lead because he's got the extra harvesters. So it's really up to ND to like move out now. Like this is his last real viable window, and like it's already a bit too late considering the unit count on the field. But like Incia's got the bigger army arguably at this point, and it's going to keep getting higher and higher unless ND can take out 2 of Incia's harvesters, and even then the units he's going to sacrifice in trying to do that, it's not going to be worthwhile. I don't know why the bikes are coming back here. Incia already has vision. There's not a huge amount going on. But he's engaging a battle here in the center, although didn't really achieve much with it so far. Okay. Oh, it's really coming into this. Oh, ND's got just enough units. ND needs to sell this turret and go right now before any harvester docks and he has cash to build units. Sitting back here is game over. Like, this is throwing the game right now. He needs something to happen. He doesn't have the eco advantage. He's down to only 1 ref as well. 1 ref, 1 harv versus 2 ref, 3 harvs. Forget about it. He's waited too long. Incia's got enough units here to be able to hold out. Let's pull him back. He's gonna regroup. It's like 7 buggies compared to like 9 buggies, and then a couple of infantry. Oh, this could be big. Get the harvester. Forget about the ref. Okay. Well, it's something. He lost quite a bit doing that though. So on the power plant, reinforce this with some minigunners. He's now 5-6 versus 6. So armies are about the same size here. And he's going for it. No, he's pulling back. He's going for it. He's trying to bait Incia into his turret. Incia's not having it though. We're seeing the light tank coming out from Incia. 2 light tanks. Light tanks are going to shred through this. This is game over at this point. ND sitting back has let Incia have enough cash to be able to build extra units. Even if he didn't build tanks, to be 2, 3, 4 buggies instead. As his unit count is just higher. And the light tanks are going to be able to crush the infantry, shoot through the buggies, and do a lot of damage to the turrets. So in the end here, looks like Incia has won the match. But yeah, GG is an interesting back and forth game. As we were saying earlier, ND has clearly got the way higher favorability in terms of unit trades and battles throughout the match, but Incia was able to do some tactical harv snipes, put his engineer to good work, was able to get in some minigunners here to take out the Conyard. Yeah, interesting match. I think it showed the difference between playing, executing your trades versus actually killing the things that matter in the match. Like going in for this ref was an interesting choice. I think you would have been better off just going for the harvesters. But all in all, good match, fun to watch, and GG's to both players.